Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, students. I hope you all are safe and in this holy month of Ramzan, may Allah protect us from diseases and sins and give us opportunity to do good deeds. Amen. Today we are going to discuss designing a document, a new chapter. It's task 1, tabs and column. What we have to discuss is think about tabs and columns, brainstorm some questions in order to understand the difference between simple text and the text in columns. I can give you examples of text in columns like your textbook you read or your course books. These are divided into columns, and if you read storybooks, they are plain or simple text. Some of these questions are: have you ever read a text in column? Yes, you have read your textbook of your courses. What do you have seen a column text? Where do you have seen a columned text? Again, in your course books. It's easier to read text in columns rather than uh, in the full width of the page. Okay, yes, it's easy. Okay, now think about this question. Have you ever pressed the tab key? The tab key is present on your keyboard. What is its operation? Its operation is to put a one word gap. Now one word gap means combination of 4 to 5 letters. Is pressing multiple spaces the same as pressing the tab? Not at all. Pressing the multiple space bar means you are putting spaces according to your requirement, but not according to the standard format. How do tabs help us? Tabs helps us to put a fixed gap between the text, and we can repeat this fixed gap so many times, and the format of the document looks complete. Not a single letter space is you can say extra or less. How you can start a new page if it doesn't change automatically? If the page doesn't change automatically, you can directly press the page home or page next button from the keyboard. Have you ever used a break? Yes, we have used many of the time break. Like if the page is ended, now you want to put a new page, you can simply click the page break, a new page can be inserted. Now practice skills given in the task using Microsoft Word. Okay, now how to use tabs and column in MS Word. Now what about this chapter is it's time to master Microsoft Word. In this module you are going to learn advanced techniques in order to create professional documents and also small tips that will help you with your projects. Finally, you will learn how to export your document in different format. Now, what are the learning objectives? In this module, you will learn how to align simple words on a line or place them one below the other, how to create newspaper articles, how to put repeated titles at the beginning and the ending of the page, how to use page number, how to stamp your document with date and time, how to work independently in different parts of your page, how to publish your document on the internet or in global format, how to create a single document for many persons, how to use symbols or mathematical equations, how to gather your sources for your project or use explanation notes at the end of the page. Now what are the skills that you will get after reading this chapter? After this module you will able to use tabs, insert columns, insert header and footers, apply page numbers, insert date and time, use sections, column and page breaks, save your document in PDF and HTML formats, use mail merge for letters and envelopes, insert symbols, mathematical equations, citations and footnotes. Now what are the tools that you require for this module? Microsoft Word, Apple Pages and LibreOffice Writer. I think Microsoft Word is the best tool. You can perform it easily at your homes. Now all these skills and objectives are related to the whole chapter, not only to the specific you can say chapter or the task. Now start with the first topic of the task, that is tabs. Tabs are set to distribute text evenly between the left and the right margins. Word's default tabs are set every half inch. These tabs are indicated at the bottom of the horizontal ruler by tiny by tiny tick markers. If you don't want to use the default tabs that are set at half-inch tabs, you have two choices. Change the distance between the default existing tab or to create custom tabs. The four most common types of the custom tabs are left aligned, center right aligned, and decimal aligned. Custom tabs setting are indicated on the horizontal ruler by the tab markers. There are two ways to set tabs, by either using the tabs dialog box or using the ruler. Okay, you can go to the insert menu, then select the tabs, and in tabs you are getting by default tab stops 1 inches or 1 centimeter. After that, tab alignments and tab leaders you can set according to the requirement of your document. If you want to use left align or center align or right align, depending on the document format, you can use it. Now, types of the tabs that included in your syllabus are: left tab, left aligns the text at the tab stop. Center tab centers the text around the tab stop. Right tab, right aligns the text at the tab stop. And decimal stop aligns decimal numbers using the decimal point. Bar tab draws a vertical line on the document. And first line indented, it is related to the previous document or a previous class task, that how you can indent first line of your document. Setting tabs by using the ruler is an easy two-step process. Click the tab alignment button on the left of the ruler to choose the type of the alignment, and then click the option, then click the position on the ruler to set the tab. And you can look at the red circle, these are the ruler tabs. In typography, a column is one or more vertical blocks of content positioned on the page, separated by gutters, vertical white spaces, or rulers. Thin lines, in this case vertical. Columns are most commonly used to break up large bodies of the text that cannot fit in a single block of text on a page. Additionally, columns are used to improve page composition and readability. Now, how you can split your text into columns? First of all, you have to type a document or a page of text. After that, you can go to the page layout menu, then click the breaks, and after the breaks you can select the columns. Now, how many columns you want to insert into your document? The most suitable form of the standard document is to split into two columns. You can easily choose this option from here. After that, you can look at the screen. Here are some of the presets given: 1, 2, 3, left or right. Now depends on you which type of the formatting you are choosing. And equal column width is the most appropriate option that will divide your whole text into equal columns. Now the last topic of your task is page breaks, where all these breaks are hiding. If you are using Office 2007 or 2010, you can insert a page break from the insert tab. All other breaks are listed in the page layout. Click the break button and you will see 7 of the page and the section breaks you can use in MS Word. But in your task there are only 3 types of the breaks are given, so we will discuss only 3. The most important break in our opinion is the next page break. Unlike the standard page break, the option moves you to the next page and gives you entirely separate formatting in a new section. The even and odd page break let you insert a section break and go to the next even or the odd page respectively, so you can easily format your document for left and right pages in a book. Alternately, the continuous break does the same thing without putting you on a new page. Continuous break means you can move your document in a continuous format by dividing it into half of the pages. Now, page break is one of the most of us have used, and you can add one from the insert tab or the page layout tab as you like. Already know from experience, page break only start you on the next page. All formatting will be kept the same for your original page to your new one. Use this when you want to just start typing on a new page but want to formatting to all stay the same. Page break means you can split your whole page into two parts. Column break. Have you ever been writing a multi-column document and wanted the last line on the column to go to the next line? You could just press enter a couple more times, but then your formatting will be messed up. If you edit your text, a better way is to insert a column break. This will move your text into next column, leaving your previous text in the first column, and if you go back and add more text to the first column, it will just go on down to the same column unless you add enough to overflow it. It means if you want to simply your first column's text moves to the next one, you can select the option split into two columns. No need to press enter multiple times to move to the next column. It will easy automatically that your text flows to the next column. Now, what is text wrapping? It is an additional point in your task. Want to have caption text around a picture? Select the text beside the picture and select text wrapping. This will let you keep this text together with consistent formatting and will flow the rest of the document around the section. Text wrapping means you can wrap your text into a proper paragraph format. Now here are some of the section break and page break. Next page, continuous, even page and odd page. These are the some special kind of breaks which are though not mentioned in your task, but you can easily put in your document if you are making a proper standard professional document. After that, in the end, you have to perform hands-on activity on page number 39 of textbook, and after making this document you can directly upload it on AIS. Thanks for your cooperation and complete your assignments.